negative speaker. I just want to start by saying that lowering the drinking age to 19 fails to increase safe drinking practices as they claim. And lowering the drinking age will not work because of the results from Europe's drinking age. So Europe's drinking age is around 16. They're allowed to buy and drink alcohol. So with that being said, we can compare how Europe is and how it would be like if we decreased our drinking age. So according to the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, in the webpage Y21 addressing underage drinking, European countries have worse problems than America does as far as binge drinking and drinking to intoxication. Studies show that Europe has more underage drunkenness, injury, rape, and school problems due to alcohol. Since alcohol is more available there, it actually increases the proportion of kids who drink in Europe. So if we were to lower our drinking age to 18, this would be the same, or it would increase it would increase injury rates, school problems, because it would be more available to the younger kids, especially those who are entering college. It would definitely affect their education. And according to Benita Fries and Joel W. Group, youth drinking rates and problems, a comparison of European countries in the United States. This was a research and evaluation in 2010. U.S. teenagers also show equal or less or lower rates of intoxication and binge drinking than do adolescents from most European countries, and most European countries report higher rates of intoxication and binge drinking for youth under the age of 13. Lowering the drinking age will also not work because the drinking age at 21 reduces deaths, DUIs, and safety. I'm sure most of you know how many DUIs there already are with the drinking age being at 21. So according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, wrote in its 2008 publication, Traffic Safety Facts, they estimate that the 20-year-old minimum drinking age laws have reduced traffic fatal injuries involving drivers 18 to 20 years old by 13% and have saved an estimated 27,000 lives from 1975 to 2008. My partner said earlier that from 1975 to 1998 that there was about 18,000 lives saved. So as you can see, from 1998 to 2008, there has been 10,000 more lives saved. So if we were to keep the drinking age at 21, it would save that much more lives, and how much lives could be saved in the next 10 years. According to Adrian Lund, in his presentation, Protecting Teens from the Dangers of Alcohol Use and Abuse, Wishful Thinking versus Science, lowering the legal age to purchase and consume alcohol to 18 would increase the number of 18 to 20-year-olds killed or injured in motor vehicle crashes. Others too would die in crashes involving drinking teenagers. And according to John Schellenberg, PhD professor of psychology, says that zero tolerance laws, which make it legal for drivers less than 21 years of age to drive after any drinking, have been associated with approximately 20% decreases in alcohol-related fatal crashes and DUIs. Another piece of evidence that shows that teenage drivers being allowed to drink, according to the National Transportation Safety Board, teenage drivers with a BAC between 0.05 and 0.10% are far more likely to be killed in single vehicle crashes than sober drivers or older drivers with similar BAC levels. So that says that if a teenage driver with that specific level compared to an adult with that level, the likeliness of the teenage driver to be killed is a lot higher, just because of their development. And Lowering the drinking age has also many disadvantages, such as binge drinking, and according to the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, they wrote in their webpage that teens get drunk twice as fast as adults but have more trouble knowing when to stop, and teens naturally overdo it and binge more often than adults. And according to the Binge Drinking National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 90% of alcohol consumed by those under 21 is in the form of binge drinking, and binge drinking is associated with higher rates of unintentional injuries like car crashes, falling, drowning, as well as intentional injuries such as firearms, sexual assault, and domestic violence. 90% is a lot, and this shows right here that if we were to lower the drinking age, that almost 100% of those that are binge drinking would be at a higher rate to be involved in all of these incidents. And another disadvantage from lowering the drinking age is becoming dependent on alcohol and can lead to the other use of illicit drugs. According to the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the earlier someone begins drinking, the more likely they are to be alcohol dependent in a later life. More than 40% of individuals who start drinking before the age of 13 will develop alcohol abuse or alcohol dependence at some point in their life. So if it was available for teenagers to buy alcohol at 18, that would make them more dependent on alcohol, especially at such a young age. And that 95% of the 14 million people who are alcohol dependent began drinking before the age of 21. And according to Denise Candle, the younger a person begins to drink alcohol, the more likely it is that they will use other illicit drugs. And lowering the drinking age from 21 would increase the number of teens who drink and therefore the number of teens who use other drugs.